Shalom. I give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS that taught us this word. I just want to do a video on this new little gadget that they got coming out. These new Mastercards, debit cards, uh, now equipped with the biometric sensor. I think this article came out a few years back. I think they're rolling it out in Europe or South Africa. But not only does these cards, have that RFID chip in them now, which is worldwide. Now they want to start putting biometric readers where you have to scan your thumbprint. You know, and that's all part of Esau's plan to get the public, geared up for taking that chip. The RFID chip physically. You know, physically injecting a chip into your body. Mark of the beast that's spoken about in the book of Revelation. They want to come in the name of security, like all these cards are much more secure. They come in the name of convenience. That's mainly what they're going to push, the convenience. You can have all your information on that chip and everything. Everything's going to be much more easier, quicker, faster. But really, that's just, all this part of Satan's devices. One of Satan's devices to get you accustomed to taking that chip in real life, man. And you're not to do that. Those scriptures speak out against taking that chip. Everywhere you go, they got these biometric readers now. At the gym, and when you get your license, you got to scan a thumbprint and all that. They're trying to get the people ready for that chip. This is from Engadget.com. Mastercard adds fingerprint sensors to payment cards. The new cards are currently being tested in South Africa, and Mastercard hopes to roll them out to the rest of the world by the end of 2017. Even if that happens, though, you'll still have to wait for your bank or financial institution to get on board. Once the technology is ready for the public, here's how it should work. Your bank will inform you that the biometric card is available, and if you're interested, you have to go to an enrollment center, most likely a bank, to get your finger scanned. An encrypted digital template of your finger is stored in the card's EMV chip. Yeah, it's going to be stored in other places as well, in these master databases that they have out there. You can save up to 2 prints, but they would both have to be yours. You can't authorize someone else to use your card with their fingers. During a recent demo, I tried to use the Mastercard's Reps biometric card with my finger and received a transaction denied message from the test payment terminal. But when the rep carried out the full purchase, the payment went through and the machine began to print a receipt. What really surprised me was the speed at which it happened. Yeah, the convenience, the security. Everything's much more safer when you do it this way. Of course, this method is only compatible with chip and PIN cards, so it won't work with stores that only accept older magnetic strip models. But embedded chip technology has become increasingly popular in the US, thanks largely to regulations making financial institutions and merchants liable for breaches resulting from a lack of support for chip and PIN cards. Getting a new biometric card is troublesome since it would require a trip to the bank and potentially a long wait. But the convenience and the joy you'll get from waving that fancy new plastic in your friends' faces will make that agony worthwhile. Yeah, waving that new fancy plastic, You're trying to make it in this chip. Yeah, it's hip to get the chip and all that. all in the name of convenience, and they're gonna package it up nicely, you know. So yeah, this biometric reader is just one step closer, you know, to the actual chip, to the actual mark of the beast, and that is against the scriptures. We are not to take that chip. Uh, First scripture is Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. Yeah, we're supposed to warn the people of these things. You know, the upcoming microchip that's going to be mandatory. You know, the concentration camps, time of Jacob's trouble, man, just around the corner, man. World War III. You know, Strait of Hormuz, all that fire that's building up. You know, in Iraq and Iran, in the Middle East right now. You know, Trump backed down from it, but you know, it hasn't. More prophecy still has to come to pass. But you know, World War III is right around the corner. 2 Corinthians 2:11. At least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, and this is one of his devices. His many devices to get people to take that chip and that biometric reading. You know, all in the name of convenience, all in the name of security. And when you look that word up, devices, uh, that Greek word is naima. Naima. It means a mental perception, thought, an evil purpose. And that microchip is an evil purpose, man. Wanting to take control of everybody, control everybody's soul, control your body, you know. Putting that chip in you, you know, that's an evil purpose. The last scripture is Revelation 14:9. The third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whoever receiveth the mark of his name. So yeah, it says any man worship the beast and his image. The beast, you know, that's, you know, EU, NATO image. It's like this Roman system, you know, in America, and receive his mark, which is that chip, the RFID microchip that's going to be implanted into you, you know, in his mark, to receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. If you do take it, you know, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. You know, that's that lake of fire, that's that nuclear missiles, that nuclear destruction. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, you know, and in the presence of the Lamb, which is Yahushua. You know, they're going to be up in the chariots along with the elect and the 1/3 and the angels looking down. You know, the 2/3, you know, the other nations that, you know, mainly, you know, the 2/3 that take this chip, they're not part of the elect. You know, they're going to be tormented, you know, with fire, that lake of fire, those nuclear missiles, that nuclear destruction that's coming. So if you look up this word mark in the Greek, the word is charagma, you know, which means an imprinted mark. You know, a mark branded upon horses or a carved thing, you know, something carved into you. They actually want to inject you with a microchip. So yeah, you're not to take that chip, man. You gotta have faith in Yahushua. You can't buy anything. You ain't gonna be able to sell anything without the chip. So it's all about that faith that you have in the Most High. So with that, shalom.